And rocking our Extus. Force the sack on the champion. Alright, it's Astroslane back here. I know I've been gone for a little bit, but hey, I'm here to bring you another hot deck that's been kind of rocking on the standard meta that I've had a blast with. Strixhaven's been out, we've had some good fun, so let me show you the brew we're looking into today, Mardu Sacrifice. But before I get into it, do not forget to hit that like and subscribe button down below and hit the bell notification button to keep up to date on all the latest MTG content coming your way. But with that, let's delve into today's deck. So, taking a look at Mardu Sacrifice is sort of a deck that's kind of come up in the last little month, gaining popularity and sort of playing on the early Witherbloom combo you may have seen using Pump the Forbidden interactions with Life Loss. We're taking that Life Loss initiative but turning it around and using it instead with a Bastion of Remembrance and the big haymaker, the Awaken the Blood Avatar and Extus Oriq Overlord, which is the whole reason, honestly, why we're playing Mardu, aside from the sideboard that I'll get to in a second. So, what we're looking to do with this deck here is basically establish a tiny little board. We're setting up things with Serrated Scorpion, we're setting up things with Eyetwitch. These early minions develop us a little bit of protection, a little bit of board presence. The Eyetwitch in particular generates us card value with the learn mechanic. Scorpion is just a nice little fodder against, red deck wins for that early 1-2 health blocker, so you don't take a damage to the Fervent Champion. Now, kind of leading into that same idea of generating value, we're looking to Forbidden Friendship. The card from Ikoria that creates two 1/1 tokens, a red dinosaur and a human soldier, the dinosaur getting haste. Now, we're looking at it, we're like, why are we playing a token generating card? We kind of have early Eyetwitch, like, what's the value? Well, if you go turn 1 Eyetwitch or Serrated Scorpion into turn 2 Forbidden Friendship, you can get a turn 3 Awaken the Blood Avatar, which is a 3/6 minion with haste. When it attacks, deal 3 damage to the opponents, and of course, you're clocking it with a 3/6. Turn 3, if you got it haste and you were on the play, you're probably clocking in for another 3 damage. So, we can get this card out as early as turn 3. Absolute great value to have. Some other follow-up cards we're kind of doing is the Claim the Firstborn with Village Rites package. This lets us disrupt our opponent's boards, take their minions, generate card value. We're running Bastion of Remembrance. Like I mentioned, this is sort of another token generator, but also a slight aristocrat's approach. So anytime one of our creatures die, we're going to force the opponent to lose life and we're going to gain. And in those matchups where life is a matter, this is a card that's going to keep us well ahead. Sort of going along the sacrifice route, we of course have the old favorite Wolfstrider, just a nice card, brings us the token value, and it's a nice little way for us to be able to sacrifice our opponent's creature if we don't have the Awaken in hand. Bonecrusher Giant, absolute staple. This is 2 damage stomp, 4/3 body. Can't go wrong with Crusher at all. Moving on to like the 4 mana slot, we're running 2 of Rankle. Now, I like Rankle in this type of deck as a game 1 kind of play. Rankle sort of allows us to have an effect when it deals combat damage, right? You'll either get to force a discard, force a draw, or force to sacrifice a creature. Primarily, we're using the discard effect in sacking a creature. We're stripping away our opponent's hand, and we're forcing them to have to get rid of something on board, leaving our board state all the better, because potentially we've claimed the Firstborn a creature of theirs, and we sacrificed it to Rankle. So we're getting a 2-for-2 deal, in a way. Also double running on the Akroan War. Again, another way for us to steal something for our opponent. Force them to have to go in and attack and maybe clean up some messy stragglers that are laying around. And on the top end, Ox of Agonas. Now, we deal with Ox because rogues. Rogues are there, rogues are in, we deal with rogues. Land-wise, pretty straightforward, doing some Savai Triumph, some Fable Passages, running a couple of the modal lands with like a Shatter Skull, an Agadeems, and a Kazul's Fury, because sometimes you just love chucking a big creature at your opponent's face to get that lethal. The real fun of this deck, I think, actually comes in the place of the sideboard. So, the Learn mechanic. Now, we're running 4 Learn cards, but only 2 actual lessons, the key ones being the Necrotic Fumes, to let us get an Exile, and Pest Summoning. This is going to generate 2 tokens for us. Based on the situation, you choose what you need. Most times that I've played this deck, I've really only had to go and cast a lesson maybe once or twice at most. So I've gone with a lean package in that sense. But in the sideboard as well is Vanishing Verse, one of the cards from Strixhaven. This is an Orzhov card. 1 black, 1 white. You exile target monocolor permanent. And in the current state of standard right now, there are a lot of decks that rely on strong monocolored cards. I mean, Bone Crusher, this gets exiled. Annex, exiled. The Great Henge, exiled. Embercleave, exiled. Just phenomenal 2 mana instant. Get rid of the problem. It's gone. We're also running 4 of Duress because Sultai Ultimatum is a big deck we have issues against. So hey, if you discard the Ultimatum, can't cast it. It's always good times. Going in with the Soul Guide Lantern, sometimes you'll run against, sort of a mirror match or one that's playing with the graveyard. Luris, like Rogues, we're looking at you. Roiling Vortex for that Sultai Ultimatum matchup. So, they're going to take damage when they go to cast the free spells if you weren't lucky enough to discard it. And just to end it off with the third Akroan War and another Ox of Agonas. And that way we're tightening the package against our rogue gameplay, and in creature-heavy decks, we're bringing in that third Akroan War, such as like against Teamer Adventures, or if we're looking against Red Dead Quins. So, friends, I hope you enjoy the gameplay that's coming up. My friend Uncle Russ and I played in the F2K United, and that's where I played this particular list in a match against his Red Dead Quins. I think it was a great match. Hopefully you think so too. Remember, friends, hit that like and subscribe button down below, and hit the bell notification to keep up to date on everything else that's coming out, and keep believing. I'll catch you next time. All right, it's on. Are we getting the play? That's going to be the question. I feel like I want the play here. Yes, we want the play. Village Rites, Forbidden Friendship, and Strider. Yes, I'm okay with this. I am very, very okay with this. This is an Eyetwitch on 1. So, like, this is really solid for us, get turn 1. Now, they might, so they're just going with Champion. I'm not going to block it, that's fine. I'll take 1. We'll just do that. So I need to hit a next land. That's kind of the big thing. We're keeping our hand size low for Robber. They might decide to kill something. There's the Robber. Robber attacks and doesn't trigger, but we double block and kill Robber. So that's fine. We just need to keep off board. And we grab a Pest Summons here. Hit a land? Not Forbidden Friendship. Okay. I'm gonna go in for 1 here, and I have the Village Rites. I need a land drop really bad. Nice, that's really good. We're gonna play out our other Forbidden Friendship here. Okay, so we've got Woe Strider Claim. That's an Annex, that's fine. I leave up the Fervent Champion, also fine. I play out the Needle Verge Pathway. I play the Claim on the Annex. And I play out the Woe Strider. We're gonna go next, attack. Force the 2 in. And we're gonna sack the Annex. No, I don't need emote only, it's okay. Scorpion on top's actually fine. I have Rankle resolving next turn. Fireblade Charger we're fine with. They might Crusher the Strider. Shocking, that's fine. I'm okay with that going there, that's fine. Alright, this is just going to be Rankle. We're going to have each player discard and each player sacrifice a creature. I'm going to discard the Pest Summons here, to be honest. And we're going to get rid of her 0-1. So this is like how we're going to take this match right now. Second charger's fine. Can't Ember Cleave. We just keep attacking with Rankle and forcing discards now. I play out a Scorpion. We just attack in only with the Rankle. We're going to discard and sack. I will discard the Village Rites. We're going to sack our 1/1. And then we just kill the Fervent Champion. Alright, there's the concede game 1. So we took game 1 there. Okay. Alright, so we need to think about this. Ox kind of a dead card for us. Ox is kind of a dead card. So yeah, we're dropping the Ox. As great as Rankle was in that first match, he's not always reliable. I want a bit more early game. And we're going to drop an Eyetwitch. So instead, we're bringing in the third Akroan War. And we're going to bring in Vanishing Verses, because everything in that deck is mono red. So this is an instant exile anything, especially in Ember Cleave. Opponent is... So Russ is probably going to end up bringing in a red cap melee. And Phoenix of Ash would be my suggestion. Either that or Soul Seer. Probably Akroan War as well. I don't think he's going to bring in Soul Guide Lanterns. I don't play in the graveyard much. Aside for the Ghost Rider, and that's a bit of a hit. But I think it's going to be subbing the red cap melees. Subbing maybe the Phoenix, and subbing that Akroan War. And probably he's going to drop like Hall Monitor. Maybe the Shadow Skull Smashings. And something along that line. GG, thank you guys. So I think this gives us the best setup. So they might have damage removal, but like Bastion kicks in life gain. I remove the Ember Cleave and I still have other ways to steal the creatures. So Claim Village Rites is what I'm looking for. Which would be great in our opening hand if we just saw Claim Village Rites. He will take the play. And we got the Claim. Name of Scorpion. I'm gonna keep. I know this is 2 land, but the Scorpion is a great card. And there's potential I can just get an Extus resolution. So I'm gonna go ahead and play the Passage for the moment. We're gonna go fetch. Need a red source, right? Yeah, there's the Robber. I can also just like Bone Crusher the Robber. Like that's an option. We take 3 here. We lost a land. That hurts, but it's fine. We hit a land anyways. I'm just gonna do that. Won the turn. This might be like Rimrock Knight coming out. Yikes, I missed another land. Owie. Okay, there's the Annex. Lots of Village Rites. I mean, we take that, right? Make a 1/1, grab 2 dudes. Alright. Okay, that's fine. Warbrand could suck here, but
Can't block, so I take 1. That's fine. Vanishing Verse is really good here. Okay. I'm actually not gonna play anything. We don't play anything here because we have Crusher removal and a Vanishing Verse. Robber's fine. We kill Robber now. I could Vanishing Verse, or I can Village Rites to draw. But I'm gonna leave it for the moment. I will take the 1, just in case there's something else that comes out. Okay, that's fine. We're gonna go Forbidden Friendship. And rock in our Extus. Force the sack on the champion. Looks like opponent has removal in hand. We put them back down to 11. Okay. Robber's fine. Robber, no attacks. We're gonna go Bastion. Play out a Scorpion. Doing this now in case they have anything in hand. And we're just gonna go Kraken, push them to 8. I think it's probably... I think it's removal. Soul Seer. Okay, I was right. That's fine. Put them to 7. Okay. Fireblade Charger's fine. And I think this is just going to be lethal. We do Village Rites on the Charger. Right, GG's.
Thank you so much for checking out that video. I hope you liked it. Remember to hit that like and subscribe and that bell notification button to stay up to date on all the MTG content. Keep believing, and I'll catch you next time.